So with Joanna Parker, England #1 woman and a defender, very talented defender. We're in the middle of the summer, so the closed season. So Joanna, how is the training going for next season?
Yeah, we've had a bit of a break, like a couple of weeks, but we're back into the thick of training again now. We're going to China for some heavy training in a week, and then we've got a tournament out there and stuff as well, so it's sort of a very short break and then straight back into the season again. So no, I suppose it's good like that really, because like you don't get much time to sort of relax too much, and yeah, it's just exciting really.
And most of your training in England takes place in Sheffield at the English Institute for Sport, and then when you go away you get an opportunity to play with new players, new environment. You said that the closed season is short, and it is very, very short, but I suppose to be a top player you've got to do what the other players are doing, and that they're also training hard through the summer.
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely, especially the Chinese. I doubt they got a couple of days off, let alone a couple of weeks. But as we know, we are a different breed of player, really, and we need our rest as much as sort of we need the hard training. So as long as we balance it well, I think we get the best out of it that way. Yeah.
And talking of balance, where does schoolwork and all of that kind of stuff fit in, or university? Are you still pursuing an academic career? How does that all sort of pan out for you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the table tennis for most of us takes priority. So we do part-time, like in the new season coming like that. We're all doing part-time courses in different things. It's hard to do anything too strong. I tried to do a science course thing, but it was too tough. Yeah, it was a bit too tough really to mix that and such like all the hard training that we were doing. I was out in China sort of for the month before my exam, and I was sort of trying to cram it in as well as resting and training all at the same time, and it just didn't work out. So I think we need to sort of take it step by step kind of thing.
But eventually university?
Maybe. I mean, to be honest, personally, I think that the amount that we learn in the sport, I've been playing it now 15 years, and I think that in its own way is kind of studying for a degree. It's kind of a degree in table tennis, if you like, and I hope, personally, I'd like to stay in the sport afterwards. So whether I go to university and do anything sort of outside the sport, I'm not sure. For myself, I could change my mind, but I'd like to carry on maybe coaching or something afterwards, in which case I'm sort of in the middle of doing my degree.
And are you still dating Paul?
Yes.
So how much, I mean, you must have been together now for what, 5 years?
No, it's coming up 4 years in November.
And how does that work? I mean, is it difficult? Because he travels all around the world, training, competitions, you do, but I suppose you go to competitions together a lot as well. Is that a difficult challenge?
It is, but I think dating when you're in such heavy sport anyway is a difficult challenge. I mean, there's pros and cons for both really. Like you said, sometimes we'll miss each other. I'll go away 1 week and I get back and he's gone away that week as well. So it's like that's not such a good thing. But at the same time, we understand what it takes and we understand what we both go through. And like, yeah, I think even if I was dating someone outside of the sport, you still wouldn't see them half the time anyway, and then they'd be wondering why. And it's like, so I think I'm happy with dating someone inside the sport.
That makes sense, actually. I mean, it isn't that easy sometimes to explain to somebody who's not involved in sport why you're training the number of hours you are, why you have to go to competition after competition after competition. So I get all that. I'm answering your question. Don't interrupt. I'm only joking. No,
just like social things as well. Like if you were dating someone outside of sport, they haven't got the discipline that you need, sort of like drinking wise and going out to the pub and things like that. So I mean, we try and support each other in that way and don't encourage each other to do things like that. So it's
keep on the straight and narrow, at least till 2012, then we'll let you off the hook. Okay, thanks.
Okay, yeah, thank you.